Oh, we're straight into
Oh,
this.
we're straight
view.
into it.
Holy smokes! Yeah, Ray's got it.
Ray's already got it unlocked. Yeah, Ray knows what he's got to do.
The role play out of this guy.
That's incredible.
Does he know no bounds?
You can see the Juilliard in it right there.
Yeah.
That's right. Classically trained dead guy.
Unconscious. You haven't technically died yet.
True.
Well,
That's
halfway
true.
dead.
this is true.
Halfway.
You were a half second ahead of me on that.
Excellent.
Good stuff. Is this a zombie campaign?
Yeah.
Hey, it can be whatever we want it to be.
I still have one written. We could maybe do it.
Hey,
Well, it's
you
gotta
guys
feature
bring me
silence.
back as an angry zombie. I'm cool with that. I'll have about the same level of skill with my swords.
It's another Ravenloft one that I wrote.
You'd be more resilient if you were a zombie.
Have a
You-
higher constitution.
Yeah, you can come back when you die at least.
Yeah.
But
Well-
it is a Constitution saving throw, and you suck at those. So.
Oh
Hey,
God.
for the record, wisdom is my dump stat. Okay.
It has nothing to do with Constitution. It's a roll.
Anyway, hello everybody. We're the Casual Ones. Welcome to our Thursday Dungeons and Dragons stream. The adventures of our punch drunk champions. If you've never seen this before, we're on episode 27. If you want to catch up on any of the old episodes, you can check that out on our YouTube. We also stream on other days, but we'll talk a bit about that more at the end of the show, because as it stands right now, we're in a bit of a dilly of a pickle. Well, I say we,
Yeah.
I mean you. So
You said you, as in me. That is incorrect.
God.
The correct answer is you.
So to recap,
In the dill pickle.
on last week's episode, after spending an evening sort of resting finally after your super long busy day, a few of you went out and did a few things before retiring for the night. Some of you attuning to some of your new items that you had received before waking up in the morning and having Charlie try to scry and discover the whereabouts of one Xavier Summerward. During this, it was determined that Xavier did seem to be in West Yisok, which is the poorer part of Core, where you currently are. So you decided to kind of scour the area and see if there was a way that you could determine exactly where he was. Luck seemed to have been on your side in that instance, because you were able to locate the surrounding area where you had a good idea of Xavier to be. Deciding to camp out across the street from where he was, you laid a bit of a trap down for him, both to lure him out and to try to get him to come peacefully inside without raising too much alarm to some of the creatures that were within his hideout. Unfortunately, in a fit of rage, as he was making his way in, Xavier, was making his way in, Silas had his anger overcome him and
He had
struck
an oopsie.
and struck out at Xavier, which broke the spell that he was under. With some of his seemingly shadow-wreathed hounds also coming out and making trouble for the lot of you, a full-on fight did ensue, during which Xavier retaliated in the strongest way he could have, and in one very fell swoop brought down Silas. And that's where we pick up. So, Grub, Charlie, Zelmuth, Lux. Some of you are entangled with the creatures outside. Zelmuth, it seems you're the only one currently who knows the condition of your friend.
Tight.
With that being said, though,
Tight.
actually, Zelmuth, it is your turn.
Oh, damn it. I knew this was going to happen. 2 weeks ago, I thought I'm going to have to start this, and I forgot.
You are the top of the turn order. So, as their turn comes around to you, you see Xavier pull out this dagger, strike 3 times, 2 of them connecting in very vital areas of Silas's chest. You see Silas kind of rack and hold his head a little bit with pain, trying to also staunch the bleeding, but unfortunately he does collapse down to the ground. What would you like to do?
Well, that is a fantastic question.
I believe
thought so.
you got this.
Do I heal Silas and then attempt to attack this person who will definitely kill me if Silas? Or do I try and stop him from doing anything, but if I fail, he could probably kill Silas before I could stop him?
You know what that is? That's a good question.
I cast Suggestion.
Okay.
And I'm going to use my bonus action to use Unsettling Words, which is basically just my voice reverbing saying back away, like back the fuck up. Basically is what I'm saying.
Back that.
That's a wisdom save, correct?
Yes, and you have a -3 to whatever you roll.
-3. Okay.
You could, yeah.
Yeah,
'Cause
no
of
problem.
Unsettling Words.
So I get the first roll of the night, and that is a 17.
Total?
Yeah.
-3?
Minus
Yeah.
3.
Okay. DC.
He normally would have a +4. You give him -3, so he has a +1. I rolled an 18.
Okay.
Cool.
I will use my movement to stand in front of. Silas like a dumb.
Ballsy.
And yell to my friend, Silas is down.
Okay. You do all hear the shouts from within.
That went about as well as I was expecting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to do?
Panic.
I'll allow that as a free action.
Nice.
Which brings us
Thank you,
around.
DM. Thank you.
Hey, no worries, guys. Which brings us around to Silas's turn. Silas, I'm going to roll this for you as per usual. I just need to know blue or gold. What are you feeling? What's feeling lucky for you?
I'm feeling golden today, baby.
Gold? Okay.
Let's do it.
Played right into his hands, you
Okay.
idiot.
I know.
Grub. You're up.
Well, I'm surrounded by dogs.
You are
and
surrounded
I
by
hear
dogs.
that Silas is in a bad spot,
Yes.
but they will get opportunity attacks. So I'm going to. I think I was hitting one of these last time.
Yes.
I
They
don't
both
remember.
do have damage, but the one that would be in front of you is more damaged by a fair margin.
The one against the wall.
The one against the wall, yes.
Okay, so
It's looking pretty messed up.
I will try and kill at least this one before I'm going to be sprinting towards Silas.
Okay.
So I will attack here. Yeah. What do we got? 26. That's
26 definitely hits.
Yeah. And look at the damage on that bad boy.
Mhm.
9. I'm pretty sure I have my.
You have your fire
my
up.
flames up.
Yep.
So 9 for the dagger, 4 for fire.
That one that is in front of you is felled.
Ooh, okay. Then I will start to run, and with my second attack, just kind of backhand this one with the
No
dagger
problem. Yeah.
as I go through. 17.
17 hits.
Okay, that'll be all right. 7 damage with the dagger,
Yep.
and then 2 fire damage.
Fire damage. Okay.
And then I have 20-ish movement in here. How do you do the thing where you can like just move them and it? Never mind, it's doing it. I didn't have to do anything. It just did it. I can't see. Can I edit
24.
undo? How much was that? 24.
24.
Yeah, I think you're one square back technically. If you only had 20.
I figured I moved the 5 feet from.
Oh,
this
okay. Sorry.
spot.
Yeah. Then yeah.
So,
You're.
like 30ish right there.
Mhm.
I'm coming, Silas.
It will get an attack of opportunity, so it is
Yeah.
going to take a chompity chomp at you.
I assume it doesn't have like sentinel, right?
No, it doesn't. It'd be funny though. It's gonna be a 24 to hit.
Yep.
It is. For 10 points of piercing damage.
Cool.
Oh,
Oh, half for me.
Actually, I need you to make
what
a
do you-
strength saving throw.
Oh no.
before I do this damage.
Huh?
Before
No.
run
You take the
away.
damage, and then you need to make a strength saving throw.
Okay, just making sure there wasn't like some, other thing. I have advantage on strength in this form.
Yep.
So the 9's probably not going to do it. So is a 5 going to do it?
Classic Aaron.
So you don't make it to the door. Where you would have disengaged
that-
from its space, you're knocked prone.
Oof. So I'm back at it.
Yeah.
You'll be
And-
5 feet away from it.
So he did sentinel me.
Well,
Yes.
sort of. Technically, hold on. You have, what, 30 feet of movement, right?
Yeah.
After movement to stand up, technically, just 15. You've already moved
okay.
10, so you can move
so
5 more
Yeah. I moved
if
5.
you want to stand up.
Lost 15. So I have 10.
Yeah, if you're trying to keep moving forward.
Yeah. Okay. I'll just move to 10.
Okay. Yeah, so you see as Grub's trying to run by this creature and get to Silas, you see the creature, this hound, reaches out and chomps at him, bites into his leg. You see Grub kind of goes down in like just kind of in a ball of bat goblin. I don't know. Before getting back up, scrambling to his feet and continuing running towards the door.
Is this a real window by me?
That's the door.
Is a door.
That's a door.
That's the door.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a little table in the way. I can
Is
get
that
rid
where
of that.
Silas went in?
Here, there.
This whole place seems so much smaller than I remember.
It is not
I
that.
thought there was like, I thought there was a door like way back over there. But okay, all right. So I'm close. All right.
Yeah, you're close.
Cool.
Okay, that ends your turn.
Yep.
All right, Charlie, you're up next.
How wounded is the dog in front of me?
Phenomenally hurt by the looks of it.
All right. I will do the first unarmed attack.
Okay.
16.
16 hits.
Okay. For 4.
That is exactly what you needed to end it.
Oh. I almost killed it in one turn last time.
Yes. Yes, you did.
All right.
Yeah. So that one is slain as well.
Okay.
Nice.
2 questions.
Okay.
I guess the first question will decide everything, though. The window that I'm directly across from,
Mhm.
this one here,
Yep.
is it actually a window?
Yeah.
Like, could I like jump through it? sort of deal?
100%. I would ask you to make an acrobatics check. But if you want to go
Okay.
jump through the window, go jump through the window, man.
Yeah, sure.
Because there are stairs on the other side, so you kind of have to be a little careful about this one. Also, Brickley, you're muted.
Still muted.
Still
Oh.
muted.
16?
16's enough. You are able to kind of get your way through the window without like tripping on the stairs or anything like that. So
5, 10. Is it going to take any of my movement to like go through?
with the roll that you made now,
Okay. Oh, Jesus.
yeah, you can't go through. You had to go around. Oh, hey, there you go.
See ya.
So
You went to the
15,
other window.
16, 17, I guess. And I will use my second attack.
Okay.
On Grandpa.
Get him.
Do I have flanking here or no?
With this, no, you wouldn't.
Okay. Good to know. 13.
13 does not hit.
Okay. I will flurry of blows.
Okay. So just to remind you too, you would have lost the charge that you had in the gauntlets. You missed the attack. Okay.
I missed the first attack, and I will use the second portion of flurry of blows to do hand of healing on Silas.
Okay. Let him know what he heals for as you give him a slap in the leg.
I think it's D6 plus 4. I'm just double checking.
Yep, no worries.
Where is it? Yeah, it should be D6 plus 4. So Silas heals for 8.
All right. Silas. You get up.
Pointy things hurt.
Yes, they do.
You're up with 8 hit points.
Up.
Yeah, it's true. You are still on your back. You're not
Master
standing
coordinator.
yet, but you are conscious.
Yeah, I guess that's my turn.
Okay.
I don't think I can do anything else.
Yeah, no worries. That brings us around to Lux.
Okay. I'm gonna move to this wall
Mhm.
to gain line of what the hell? To gain line of sight with Gramps over there,
Okay.
and I'm gonna take a shot at him.
Okay. Go for it.
That's a natural 20, baby.
Oh, really?
All right.
Okay.
So 27
Nice.
to hit.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
So what I rolled was a 6, so it'd be 16,
Okay.
and then sneak attack, right?
Yeah, you would have sneak attack on this.
That's an extra 10
What were the dice rolls?
damage.
The dice on these are
25
doubled as well.
Oh, so 20.
Okay, so 36 points in total.
Ooh,
Nailed it.
not bad.
And that's what rogues do.
Yeah. He's doing it. He's really doing it. Berkeley, this whole time
Yeah, Brickley, we still can't hear
you're
you,
gone.
buddy.
You're still muted for the whole episode.
Yeah,
You haven't said a word yet.
not once.
I bet it was funny though.
At one point, we heard you say your turn, and that was it. I don't know what
Yeah,
you
that
did
was it.
after that, but like,
Is your head?
hey, Brickley.
There we
There you
go.
go.
Cool. I don't have anything to say.
End my turn. I'm going to bonus action hide.
Roll stealth check.
That's a 23.
23. You feel pretty confident about how hidden you are at the moment.
Nice. Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
That's it for me.
Okay. That brings us around to Gramps. So
Key mulligans.
he mulligans. yeah, totally. Well, gosh, seeing how many of you are around and hearing the footsteps of a fast approaching friend, he is going to. I think I can catch. He can catch. It's not me. It's him. Give me 1 sec here.
Also, did I mention I was like 40 feet away?
All right, so everybody but Lux. I need everybody to make a wisdom saving throw for me, please.
I'm not sure if everyone's used the bardic I gave them, but I know I gave a bunch of people bardic.
There's honestly no way of knowing.
Is this any sort of charm or sleep?
No.
Okay, just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, no worries.
21.
Oh, 21's good. Silas, talk to me, baby.
I got a 4.
Okay.
Hey, me
You're gonna get-
too.
Oh no.
You guys are going to
That's
get
why we're
wrecked.
Cape Bros.
I got a 15.
15 is what you needed. So good roll.
It's pretty far off.
Okay.
Yeah, some might say
Grade
11.
11.
You're consistent right now, Aaron.
Yeah, this is true.
Didn't you guys learn anything with the Incredibles? No capes. Okay.
It's true, I know, but they look cool. So, well, what are you gonna do?
That's a dead person.
So for those who failed, you both take 12 psychic damage and are frightened.
No, I'm not.
Well, I guess you're
Immune?
you're having nightmares now, Silas, because you're back to being asleep. No.
Oh,
Yeah.
he is immune because he's dead.
Because he's unconscious.
Hey, listen, we've reset those death saves. That's all I'm worried
That's,
about.
yeah, that's fair.
True. Everybody else, sorry, for the other two, you take 6 damage, and you're not frightened. You do still take the 6 psychic damage.
Sorry, did I take half damage because I succeeded?
Yeah, half damage, 6.
Yeah.
You take 6.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think, ooh. Oh no, it's an action. Okay, never mind. Yeah, he's actually just going to remain where he is, in the middle of the fray.
Oh, ballsy.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Which brings us around this again. Okay. To the remaining Pound's turn. He is going to. All right. Ooh. Within 300. Plenty. He's going to chase after you, Grub, because he liked the way you tasted.
Did you say 300 feet?
Yeah.
There's something I'm about to do. Yeah, don't worry about that.
Cool.
As he does chase after you, you hear him release a howl that pierces the air. I need every single person, except for Silas, to make a wisdom saving throw as well, please.
All right.
Come on, dice.
It's a 10.
That's a
17.
6.
Okay.
18.
Okay, so it sounds like just Lux. Lux, you're frightened for the next minute.
What was the DC?
You really want to know? 11.
Was it
If it
10?
is 6, I'm going to be
He's
real
11.
pissed.
Then I failed.
Oh, I didn't hear yours.
I rolled a 10.
Okay.
It was like
well, then
10
you're
succeeded.
the howl that pierces the night just kind of it pierces deep, sinks to your bones, and you feel yourself shaking in your boots.
So I'm frightened.
Yes.
You betcha.
Yeah, you can make, just so you know, at the end of each of your turns, you can try to the save again to break the fear.
Okay.
Okay. And then it's going to still take a chomp on Grub. Grub,
Are we sure?
Nom, nom,
you're
nom, nom,
fine.
nom.
Unless a 9 hits you.
Nah.
Yeah, he takes a bite, but you're moving too fast. You're trying to get to your friend, and you just kind of disregard the chomps and the nipping at your heels and continue forward. The other two are very dead, so that's going to bring us around to Zelmith.
Oh, the dogs.
I don't know.
You can do it.
Where am I?
Where are you? I don't know. Are you in there? Oh,
You're right in front of the thing that's scaring you at the moment.
I
Or no, you saved on it. Sorry. Yeah. You
I was
saved.
gonna say, 18 didn't succeed. I think I am going to just cast suggestion again.
Okay. Wisdom save?
Yeah, it's just like sit, call your dogs off, go sit in the corner until I tell you to move.
Okay.
I'm gonna use another bardic to roll a d8 so he could subtract that off his wisdom.
Okay.
Please roll higher than the. Nope, that's lower. You can subtract 1.
Okay.
He's going to roll the 16 minus 1.
What's
Here's a plus 4. 16 is the TC.
He got a 15.
Yes.
that
All
that one was
one.
enough.
All right, 1.
It's happening.
So yeah, I point to like the corner, like over here. Go sit over here.
Okay.
And call your dogs off and don't move until I tell you. So if I don't tell them within the next 8 hours, then the spell ends.
Okay. Perfect. That ends your turn, sorry? Or is there anything else you'd like to do?
I would also. Nope. Seeing the spell work, I just smile. Pull out a nail file.
Just start
And
chilling.
And Silas is still on the ground, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure. I
Charlie's
understand.
here, so she's got it. I'm sure it's fine.
Bleeding from holes that look like dice pips.
What
Perfect.
a waste of nice clothes. All that
Okay.
blood.
That brings us around to Silas. So. Okay. which rounds us to Grub.
Well, I got a puppy on my heels.
Mhm.
So let's give him the old 1-2.
Okay, go for it.
First hit 23.
23 definitely hits.
Does 8 physical, 3 fire.
Sorry, what was the numbers again? One more time.
8 physical, 3 fire.
Thank you.
Can't remember what type of damage a dagger is. Slashing? Probably slashing.
Piercing.
Piercing.
Oh, that's the weird thing. You don't pierce with a little dagger. Come on.
Just for quick
stab.
stabs, yeah. Like, you ever watch Scream? Come on now.
True. 15 to hit.
15 hits, yeah.
And then that is 9 dagger damage.
9
And
DD,
then-
got it.
Yeah. And then 3 fire.
It is looking quite hurt at the
Still
moment.
up there, huh?
It is
What
still
else do
up.
I got?
What else do you have?
Not really anything. My action list is very short. I have daggers. I don't really have bonus actions. I would love for this thing to be done with.
Do you have any curses that you can inflict?
Yeah, but they don't help here. They almost never help. I pick bad ones. Like if I see it take damage that it resists, I can remove that resistance. That's it. But maybe when I level up. But so I think that's it.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. That's all.
Alrighty. So that's going to bring us around to Charlie.
Okay, so I see Grandpa is all spelled up now.
Yeah, he's got like this like hazy look in his eyes.
I
You see him
was thinking
eyeing
that
that
I didn't
corner
say
pretty sweet.
anything. But I mean, you can see that Zelma's body language has changed significantly.
Yeah. You do seem basically just walking
I-
away from the fight.
Yeah.
So,
I'm looking for a
Okay.
chair. There's no chairs in here because it's a charred place, but you
Yeah, I'll.
There is a
use-
chair right there.
And my action use a charge from the healer's kit to heal Silas.
okay.
So he heals for 5, 9 plus 6, 15.
There you go. Better.
And
Turn shadow.
I warn him,
don't stab him.
no attacking.
My, okay.
No fighting.
If you stab
Uh,
him, I'll stab you.
I think one of my lungs is perforated.
That's fine. And I can't move because of the dog.
Mhm.
So I'll end my turn and roll the wisdom save.
Yeah. Roll a wisdom save for sure.
22.
22. That's enough. You're good.
Good to know.
Yep. Okay. That's going to end your turn. Lux.
Does a wisdom save have to be an action?
It's at the end of your turn.
Okay. Fuck it. I'll try to attack the monster. The dog that's behind Grub.
Okay. Just so you know, you
I
do have
have
disadvantage. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I think technically you're also hidden though, so it's like kind of a straight roll for you.
Which would give you sneak attack if you hit, because you have a
19.
or an ally.
19 hits. I don't think he'll need the sneak attack. Never mind, he needs the sneak attack.
That's 6
Plus.
and 12.
There we go. You take down the last hound that you can see in the area.
I hate when you say stuff like that.
Why? That's all you can see. You don't
You
see any
don't
more
have to
dogs.
say it.
Shouldn't you be
You
happy you
don't
don't see more dogs? I don't know. That's
I
just
love
me.
dogs.
Yeah, I love dogs. It's great. Okay. Anything else you'd like to do for your turn?
No, that's it for me.
I would also say too that the thing that you just killed was the source of your fear, so you don't need to roll again. You're fine.
Okay. Woo.
Um,
I'm bad at saving throws.
which brings us to Grandpa's turn. This is something I technically forgot to do last time, but that's okay. It's not a big deal. Anybody that's within 10 feet, as he turns and starts walking towards the corner, I actually need all of you to make wisdom saving throws.
USOV.
I'm really sorry. There's an aura I forgot about.
Am I in there?
Of course.
Not 20.
Okay. So, for those who failed, which I feel like you know who you are already,
Am I
the
in the aura, though?
11s don't pass. What'd you say, Aaron?
Oh, am I in the aura?
No, 10 feet. You have to be within 10
Oh, okay,
feet.
never mind. Then.
You're fine.
Okay.
Actually,
I don't know if it's radius or diameter, so I don't know.
no, you would. No, yeah, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. Yeah.
Nice.
So those who failed, sorry? It was Charlie and someone else, I think.
It's really not important.
Got it. Thanks. Thanks, buddy.
Don't roll damage because that means bad things.
I have to roll damage.
He's just worried he's going to fail the concentration.
Oh,
You're the final arbiter of the rules. You don't
fair
have to.
play. Well,
Concentration.
hold on. I'm gonna take a picture of this. Send it to you guys real quick.
Oh
God.
no.
Because
You roll
it's so
max
low.
damage?
It's so many ones.
Yeah, because it's on brand, right, for the show. 'Cause It's
Casual.
all it's all low,
Yeah.
right?
Were you rolling like D12s here? Like, what's
No,
why,
no.
why is there
D6s.
panic?
D6s. Relax. Anyway, for the people that failed, you take 18 points of psychic damage.
I see. Okay.
Woo! Everyone's good?
Basically.
Not great.
Comfy?
I've never had this few hit points since we started playing. Just so we're clear. Never mind. I don't want to tell him Pitt anything. He can look at it if he wants to, but I'm not telling him.
So
to say
in the
anything.
combat tracker, I can see everybody's hit points.
I know, but
Yeah.
you have to look at it. You don't get the information from me.
Not for free.
Yeah, that's 3
So
ugly
that's
sixes.
still a con save of 10.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh, that was so close to being an 8. It's an natural 20.
You're good.
Oh my god.
Everything's fine. You're fine. Everything's fine.
Oh
No
my
one
God.
panic. Relax.
I mean, I don't have a lot of hit points, but besides that, everything's fine.
Yeah, and then he's going to go and walk into this corner. Oh, if I move him one over, he's going to get weird, I think. Yep, he's up the wall. He can just chill there. It's fine.
Oh, weirdo.
Charlie, you get an attack of opportunity.
All right. Unarmed strike.
We did say no stabbing, but we didn't say anything about punch.
Oh no.
It's fine.
Alright. Yeah, and then he kind of stands there, looking at the lot of you, and
Everybody back up like 15 feet away from this guy.
Are
Yeah.
we out of initiative here?
we can be, unless you guys want to stay in initiative.
No, it's
I
okay.
don't.
I don't think I can handle it.
Hey, all right.
But seriously, everybody backs away 15 feet or so away from this.
Okay,
motherfucker.
we can. I'm gonna take us away from the combat here, or at least from the combat screen, and move us back to more normal stuff with my weird picture. Just so
So he can't move until I tell him to. So we've got 7 hours and 58 minutes or so before he's in control of himself, unless I say so. So we should probably get the authorities or your dad or something, because
Yeah.
That's a fair point.
I'm just gonna go check out his house if anyone's down.
sure, I'm going to make sure that the spell works.
Okay.
And if there's traps in there and I get hurt, I can't concentrate on the spell, and maybe he gets free. So I'm just gonna
Right.
wait. Right, I don't want to be by myself, so someone could stay, because
Don't.
Wow. I'm not going anywhere, Zell.
you just see like blood coming out of his nose and his ears. Like, I'm a little hurt. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't experienced pain very often. I don't know how you deal with this, Silas.
That you get used to it. I'm going to have so many scars. Yes,
I will
I
go
will be
with you.
staying here with you.
While Zelda's been talking the whole time, Charlie's been like taking an arm and like wrapping it, and I'll use a charge from the healer's kit, so you heal 15.
Nice.
And then I'll do it on myself.
I'm going to cast a 3rd level healing word on Silas as well.
Okay.
You heal for 12, Silas.
Thank you. Almost all my
How
HP
are
now.
you looking, Grub?
I'm all right.
All right, I'll use the
Jeez.
2nd level healing word on Grub.
Oh,
That's 9.
yeah, I'll take it.
It's better than nothing. That's 18 if you're in your mode, kind of, because you take half damage.
Yeah, if I get hurt, yeah. So yeah, who wants to head over?
I'll go with you, Grub.
Okay. Can you make us invisible again?
No,
Yes.
no, he can't. No, you can't.
No, I can't.
Oh, because you're thinking too hard about Grampy. Okay, all right, I got it.
Metagaming bullshit.
This just happened like 30 seconds ago.
Listen, I was hurt pretty bad. I'm still I feel much better, thank you, Charlie. But psychologically, that did a lot of damage to me, so I'm just not in my right
It
head.
feels like it's been weeks.
Sorry, I
Oh,
can't
God.
make you invisible. Charlie's
All right.
orders.
Just the two of you should be careful, but there's definitely going to be more down there, I'm sure.
Did we use the orb? Yeah, we did today, right?
I don't remember seeing very many more dogs, if any. So it might be
Well.
clear.
I just pull out my note and play like 4 nice chords, and then I give Grub and Lux Bardic Inspiration.
Nice. I'll just check the
4-chord
inspiration
song?
thing here.
4-chord song, baby.
Nice.
And this is
I wish they would
whatever
just
song you
give
want.
us under the defenses. I wish it could just say like Bard of Inspiration, just so like I would remember on my sheet.
Oh, there. I just ticked
There-
the actual D&D
there's a-
inspiration.
Yeah, there's a little
Yeah.
inspiration box beside your HP there.
Since we don't really use actual D&D inspiration, why not?
That's smart.
100%.
Hi, Dopey.
All right. I get the blood and dust off, get the cloak up, and ready when you are.
I'm actually going to. I'm gonna get like a little rope tied around me. I'm gonna turn into Gramps, and I'll go down there.
Okay.
That's
All right.
a good play.
So you enter and walk down into the room.
Into the little
Yeah.
secret house, yeah.
If I'll do this in as my character, Grub, let's pretend that I'm taking you as a prisoner. It would seem less suspicious.
Like,
I won't bound you or anything. Just keep your hands behind your back.
okay, yeah, I'll pretend. All right. I was like, put sleeve into the other sleeve kind of thing.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Perfect.
All right.
And I'll like kind of put a hand on his shoulder and just kind of start bringing him down the stairs.
Okay.
And I'll drop the bat form, let the flames go out.
Oh,
Nice.
by the way, Grub, if it gets really dark, you have to guide me.
But you want me to go in front?
Yeah,
I'll-
yeah. Like I'm
lead you.
I'm like pushing you. Yeah, you're
Okay,
leading me.
Okay, all right. Just wiggle around them. Yeah. Is it like is it stairs or how do we get down?
Yeah.
Is
So
like
so you walk in
conveniently down?
through like this broken wall, and you can see that there's a door that's in a decent enough shape where it had been closed previously, though it currently is ajar. And there's a set of wooden stairs leading down. As you begin to descend down, it does become pretty dark fairly fast. There are no, obviously, windows or anything, no light sources that you can see lit down here. As you enter the room, you see a lot of what Charlie had described to you previously. There are broken pieces of furniture, some kind of ruined tapestry on the wall, and on the far side, you can see a wooden door that is closed.
Okay.
Does it have like a window of
There's-
any sort?
There is a slot that potentially looks like you could pull it aside, but that is it.
And there is no. Is there any light coming down in the room? I don't remember if you said. Like, is there windows?
Make a perception check for me.
Or light in here. 20.
20. No. There's no light source that you can see down here at all.
All right,
There's
you just
not even-
fucking pranked me then.
Yeah, get fucked. But like even from like under the door, like you kind of look at the seams, you keep an eye out to see if there's anything else down here as well. You don't see any other creatures moving in the shadows, nothing like that.
Okay.
What you do notice, you impatient little, is you see on the walls, there are what look to be sigils that at first glance you don't recognize, but you can see that they're sort of lining the walls down here.
Do they look like they're like?
Oh, sorry, they're
written with-
the walls closest to where the door is. My mistake.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But are they? Yeah. Are they written on with something? Like, do they seem etched or like charcoal or paint?
It seems to
or-
be either you're not sure at this distance from if it's like a paint or a charcoal or what it is.
Okay. All right. Lux, there's a door. Other side. It's got weird markings all around it.
Actually, sorry,
I
you
don't
rolled a
know what-
20, right?
Yeah.
I would say you would recognize what it's written in then, just because of your specific brand of skill and magic. It does seem to be written in blood.
Oh, I know the material. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say because I am illiterate, so not. I don't
Yeah,
know.
no,
what
no,
these
no.
symbols are.
No, you don't.
But I know it's blood. Okay.
Yes, you know it's
Uh,
written in blood, though you don't know what they're used for by any means.
Okay. Yeah,
Um,
there's blood writing on the walls. Very cool. And I pull you in the direction of the door.
this slot, how high is it? Is it about my height? Is it like slightly lower?
It's like average
Essentially,
eye
do
level.
I have to grab? Fuck. Okay.
What do you think you're
Gonna look at
extra? Are you
Grub.
extra short or something? Or have we gone over this? I thought you were.
No, I'm gonna have to grab Grub,
Oh, I
lift
see
him
what you're
up
saying.
so he can see
Yes.
through it. Okay.
Like I'm
Trust me.
binoculars that
Yeah.
describe things to you.
Just one quick question I have:
Sure.
Who has the goggle? Is that still with Charlie?
No, I have the goggles, but it doesn't. Oh, it's just something else.
Yeah, no, don't worry.
It's just advantage on perception checks. It's not the nighttime one.
Yeah, it's not the night.
Yeah.
Okay.
It'd be a straight roll.
I mean,
If
I'm
me.
gonna
Yeah, it
look
would be a straight roll. You're correct.
Oh shit. Okay. Grub, does the door have like a slot or a window or something? that I
Yeah.
can-
Yep. Up here. I'll tap it.
Jump
I'm
up.
gonna like feel the door.
Mhm.
We're gonna just slide it open. Let's do that perception check, baby.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a 25.
25. You see that the room itself is fairly barren. There does seem to be what you would very loosely say resembles a bed in one corner. And like that's in the inside, sorry, the far left corner. In the far right, you see there's like a bucket. You can see there's like a cup, maybe some discarded plates that all seem to be sort of knocked over. And you also see a woman.
I'm gonna whisper to Grub, there's somebody in there. I think it's a woman, I can't quite tell.
Okay. And this looks like a prison.
Most definitely, yes.
I'm gonna
I've actually seen
try
better.
the door very quietly. I'm gonna see if there's a doorknob or a handle or a kick bar.
So there is a doorknob. You do turn it, and it does turn. As you go to push, however, the door does not open. And you can see just above the doorknob, there is a keyhole.
I'll just tug on Lux's sleeves. It's locked.
Fuck. Question.
Yes.
Can I do good old Prezi to change a coin into pick locks?
Pick
no.
locks.
That's
Lock picks, I should say.
no.
Fuck.
That's
You didn't buy more lockpicks?
No, remember we had the conversation once with
I
that
got
one
you new
random
ones, didn't I?
stranger.
20 episodes ago.
When they got
Yeah, that
Didn't
was
I
the
get
one
the
that was
new ones?
stolen. Yeah, the one was broken, and then the new ones were
You're the
stolen,
worst
so I don't
rogue
have
ever.
it anymore. Uh,
hey. Listen, he
How
did a
big is
crit
this?
sneak attack tonight.
No,
Okay, give the man, give him some
undid it.
points.
He undid it. He has
Yeah,
one job. Disarm traps,
Yeah.
open locks.
Oh,
Sneak
That's
attack.
2 jobs.
Just nudge Lux. All right, get to it. This is your thing.
Yeah, just give me a minute. I can't find my my stuff. Just give me a minute. How This is like a regular size keyhole.
Yeah.
Is it slightly bigger, like old school?
No, it's a regular size
Damn.
keyhole, man.
They're all equally old school, we'll say. Okay.
Boy, this is pretty embarrassing for you.
Okay. Hey, Grub, what's in that corner over there?
Yeah, I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna-
look. I want to look around the place, see if there's maybe a key, and I'm gonna start ruffling everything that's around, looking for it.
Amazing. As he does that, I have a crowbar in my inventory. I'm going to pull that out and try to crowbar this door open.
Holy shit!
Okay, I need you to make a strength check for me.
That's a 5. Listen, it's going to take me a few tries, okay?
Gruff, can you make an investigation check for me, buddy?
Yeah. 16.
16 is very good. Sorry, the image that I have of him trying to do this is just,
Like pointing you to the corner,
I
like
stick it
go
in.
over there, so you don't see my
I stick it
failure.
in, but in the wrong way. So I'm pulling when I should be pushing.
at one point,
It's
like,
dark,
it's
yeah.
like bending, and then like he accidentally lets go, and you just hear like as it hits the ground. As you're looking through stuff, Grub, I would say the bulk of what you find are things like discarded bottles, seemingly of wine.
Hmm.
Even from what you can tell as you kind of give the bottles a sniff, it seems to be decent wine. You find
Pack those up.
leftover, what, the bottles? Yeah. Okay, cool. You get 3 bottles.
Hell yeah!
That's how else are you going to start a winery, right? You need the bottles.
Right?
Like stuff
Well,
like
that's where he's going to keep the rest of his bird eggs.
yeah, you find like scraps of food. You find some other articles of clothing. And then you find a book.
Okay.
And it would have, if I believe Charlie did describe the book portion to you, it does seem to be the book that Charlie had been describing.
I don't have any memory about a book of any kind.
Fair. And don't worry about it. Just find a book.
This was 2 weeks ago. In real life. What are you talking about? I'm trying to remember.
There was, I'll give you this one. There was a book that Charlie had seen when Charlie was scrying that seemed to have a lot of very odd, scribblings, markings, some pictures, almost like described almost as like a journal of a madman type situation.
Right. I do vaguely remember that. Okay. So I hate that. But Grubs have a moment of clarity. I hear Lux loudly failing. I'm just going to yell, Lux, I might be right back. Okay, bye. And I'm going to run back to the group. And if anyone wants to get down there, there's a bunch of stuff. My instinct is I'm going to burn it. I'm going to burn the whole house there. So if you want to get in there.
You just
and
said there was someone inside the house.
Not right away. Not right away is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah, there's someone in the house. There might be a key. I'm going to check Grandpa
Don't
there.
check him, because if you get
Someone
too close,
else.
you're going to do damage.
Someone else touch him. Check his pockets and stuff.
Silas shouldn't do it. He's just going to.
Yeah, he'll stab him again.
But before Grub gets back,
Yeah.
Okay.
can we have a moment?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like,
It's too late. What do you want? Here now.
We're here
So
now.
we stayed in silence for the 5 minutes that you went
Just-
upstairs.
Staring at Grandpa.
Oh, you had something.
I mean,
planned?
that does sound
Yeah.
like Silas would do that.
I mean, there has been a lot of like, firm wrenching grip on the sword that's now, in the scabbard.
As he does look towards you and sees you holding that sword, he does say, "Oh, you truly are disappointed."
Shut up, Grandpa. No one's talking to you.
I'm not concerned with your approval, old man.
Zealous.
But you have been doing your damnedest to get me close to you. And
No.
here I am. That wasn't you that sent the frog
Monster.
demon after me?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Insight.
Insight check.
Go ahead.
Natural 20.
All right. Well,
Yeah, you can see that he seems to be very well practiced in lying. With that
Mhm.
being said, you're not sure if you just have like a familial instinct with this guy or what, but you can tell that he's absolutely lying to you.
Please, let's cut the nonsense. You've clearly been trying to get me face to face or capture me in some regard. Now I have you. So we're going to have a little chat.
And what do you like?
Xavier Summerward, why are you in Core? What is your purpose here?
I have business to attend.
And what business is that?
Well, mostly reclaiming my house.
It's not your house anymore.
Not yet. There's time.
Like, register a little mental note.
not that
Okay.
much time. You're pretty old.
I actually reach out and give Zelmith props on that one.
One of us should go and let the houses know that we've captured him.
Mm-hmm.
Can you hold the spell? And can you not attack him?
I've got it.
Are you going?
Are either of you faster than me?
No, not remotely.
Not really. No. I don't really run.
You barely walk.
If I can help it.
Do you
If
want me
you-
to go deliver the message? And
If you could, Charlie, that would be very appreciated. I'm sure, with a meaningful look, Xavier, I'm sure Father will be very pleased to know what we've accomplished here.
Hurry, though, because,
Time.
and monster dogs.
yes, I'll be quick. Protect Zelmith. And
Yes, I'll protect him.
I run out.
Grub.
I'm going max speed.
Yeah, no problem. You take off at a full sprint. Little dust trail kind of goes up behind you. And about this time, Grub, I would say that you come upstairs.
Burst in again, just like last time.
Kramer style.
Away from
check that body.
Grandpa. Away
Yeah,
from Grandpa.
We gotta check him for the keys. All right, and where'd Charlie go? Did he take her?
No,
it fine?
Charlie's gone to go let the authorities know.
Get more help.
Okay, so then we are on short time because we gotta get a key. There's someone in the basement, and then we gotta burn that place down. There's weird blood writing on the walls, and there's a weird book down there. So if you guys want to deal with it, someone's got to go down there. That ain't me.
Did you bring the book up?
No, it's where it is.
You could touch it.
Yeah,
It won't hurt you if you.
you like that, wouldn't you? But one. Zell said he can't. So Silas, you want to go over
I
there?
mean, I
or-
could walk away from him. Are there no traps down there?
Well, maybe we just got lucky. I don't know.
I mean, you could bring the book to me and I could read it.
There's a whole room of stuff, and we need a key from here to go
I
to
really
there.
don't want to leave him alone, and I can't give him another order except for to possibly not.
Do
be
you
under
want to
the
check
spell.
his pockets real quick? Should I?
Me? Not
Someone. But you said not me. You said not Silas.
I feel like if you get too close to him, he has a essence about him that literally hurts my body.
Just close your eyes.
I don't think it's sight. I think it's just a presence.
Okay, I'll go.
Yes.
I close my eyes. I'm gonna go over to his body, because I am actually just intending to pat him down to feel if he has any
That's fine.
metal in his pockets or anything.
You will take damage for this. That's fine. Go ahead and make your investigation check, though.
Okay.
You keep your eyes closed the whole time?
Nat 20. It feels
It
right.
doesn't even
yeah.
matter.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, you feel him gently, softly, sensually.
So supple.
Yeah. Gramps is like, I've never been touched like this in my life.
It's been 30 years.
You remind me of Grandma.
You're real
A
old.
lot,
but you're,
a
you're
lot
keeping
wrong with that
everything
sentence.
where it's supposed to be. All right.
You rolled a 202 and a 1. You take 5 damage.
All
Which I
right.
think that's psychic. I don't know if that gets halved by your form or not. And I also don't know if you dropped
the form
it. Okay.
anyway.
He also dropped the form. Yeah.
Wrinkling my brain.
You do, I mean, aside from the dagger that he obviously still has on him, you do find a key.
Okay, I find that key. Does the dagger look cool, or is it just a dagger?
The dagger actually looks really fucking cool.
Ooh, I show the others and then slide that into
Yeah.
my pocket.
So the whole dagger, just so you know, you're also muted, Brickley. You gotta stop.
You
I know.
gotta
That
know.
one, that one was on me. That one was on me and not on the system. I was just saying that if you give that to me, Grub, I could check to see if it's magical.
Okay, yeah, fair point. I'll hand it over to him, and I'll take the key.
He puts it in his pocket, and then he redoes it. There you go.
Yeah.
Puts his pocket
All
here.
right.
Here you go. The dagger itself is all black. Black is where I was getting confused. You can see, so it has like a nice, almost like a bit of a longer blade than you normally see for a dagger. And the hilt itself, where the handguard is, and it kind of curls down into the grip. It almost looks like wisps as it comes out from underneath where you'd hold it from your hand. Kind of like fans out a little bit.
Okay.
Very neat.
All right. Cool.
Mm.
All right. I'm gonna. Silas, do you want to go down there?
I'm not taking my eyes off this old man.
But Selmith won't. And there's books and stuff, and I'm gonna burn them. I'm telling you, I'm gonna burn them.
Okay. I
Okay.
will quickly
I
go
can
and grab
read.
the book.
I can read.
You're not there.
You're dealing with
I
that
can
door.
read.
You're not there. You're not there, Luck. Shut up.
That is really true.
Fine. I will quickly go and grab the book and be right back. Silas, I'm trusting you not to hurt your grandfather for 3 minutes
I can handle that.
alone.
Okay, bring this key.
Okay. I grab the key and I don't run, but I do move quickly.
Okay.
As he comes.
So
Sorry, go on.
I want to say, as you kind of come down the stairs and take notice of this room, you do see at the far side, at this point, Lux has both of his feet up against the wall, crowbar in the door, and he's pulling with all of his might, trying to get this door open.
Lux, what are you doing?
Oh, nothing. I was trying to pick this goddamn lock, and
With the crowbar.
well, listen to my story, okay? I may have misplaced them, and the only thing I had left was this crowbar.
So
And,
the ones I got for you after you had broken your first pair, you just
Those are gone.
lost the second pair.
They've been gone for a long time. Yeah. For weeks now, actually. If you,
Months.
No, I've been really hyping you up to these people. I'm
And
not,
you know
I'm
what?
not mad. I'm not mad. I'm just
Listen.
disappointed. And I
There
walk
it
is.
over and I pull out the key. We'll talk about this after we're done, okay?
just tell Grub I opened the door by the time you got down here. Listen,
Rob's the one who
that's
gave me the key, so he's probably gonna figure it out. I open the door.
it. I'm gonna Prezi the key so it looks untouched. It looks brand new. It's never touched a lock in its life.
It's the cleanest
Cool.
looking key you've seen in a long time.
Perfect. See?
Reminds you of your home keys, Selma. Ones that would get polished nightly by the help.
Yeah. I unlock the door and then immediately lock it. I'm like, who's in here?
Well, fun fact. I can't see. Grub was the person
you-
that was my eyes.
Hello, who is it? Did you try that?
Why would you? Do you not see who I am?
Hello?
It would have just been easier for me to go in there.
Who is
Hello?
it?
God damn it.
Who's this?
It's Selmith. Who is this?
Are you a friend?
I mean, I'm definitely not a friend of the guy who trapped you in here. Does that help? We have him trapped upstairs.
That does help. Can you open the door, please? Again?
Yeah, you still haven't told me who you are. You've just asked for something so far.
My name is Rena.
Can I get a last name for your boy?
Summer Ward.
Okay, insight check.
Sure,
I guess,
roll an insight
just to be
check.
sure the 17.
17?
Yeah.
It doesn't sound to you like she's lying, and as you kind of think back, you being as well versed in the different people of Core as you are, that is the name of Mason's wife, as far as you are ever aware.
Well,
Oh, that's right.
let's say that a peacebreaker doesn't do a nice thing for a summer ward, and I unlock the door, open it up.
Thank you.
So with peacebreaker at your service, and Lux.
I am the
This-
grandfather. I'm gonna drop my form, so don't freak her out.
Yeah.
I thought you thought this was a trap.
No,
Another one.
I'm
Thank
terrible at traps, honestly.
you. Glad to hear that, I think. What
You
happened
okay?
to...
Do you need assistance?
I should be okay to walk. What happened to the man that was in here?
Oh, I magicked him. He's upstairs. He can't move for another 7 hours and 45 minutes or so. Your son is actually keeping an eye on him.
You haven't killed him?
Not yet. We were going to get, the Lord of the Summer Ward home, and also if we stab him and he doesn't die immediately, then he's freed of my spell. So
I hope you know some powerful magic, because you don't know what he is.
you are 100% correct. Besides old, I have no idea what he is.
He's a monster.
I mean, he's not a good guy. I'll tell you that for free.
No. I mean, literally. He's a monster.
You've seen this?
Yes.
By monster, do you mean like, oh, he did really bad things, and oh, he's the worst? Or do you mean like
I just
he's
said
like,
literal monster. He
I
is
just had to make
literally
sure.
changes into a monster.
All right, just wanted to double check that. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to just. Anyways,
I don't mean to be upset with you. It's been a very trying, long time. Thank you.
Let's-
And she walks up to you and she hugs you.
Oh, no worries. And I pat her. I prestidigitation, make her a little cleaner. She's hugging me.
Like, you need to be more presentable.
You smell really
No,
bad.
I just don't want to
gonna-
get. I don't want my clothes to get dirty.
Yeah, get off of me, peasant.
No, she obviously needs the hug, and there's nothing wrong with being cleaner.
But not with cellar stink.
Yeah.
I can change smells too. I can make it smell like a freaking damn meadow.
You fantasy hosed her off before she That's what you just did.
It's gentler than a hose, but yes.
In a gentle, glittering way.
I just want you to look presentable for your son. He's just upstairs.
Steps up.
We have to have a talk at Timon's house one time. And I look for the book.
Hold on, Silas is here?
Yeah, he's upstairs watching the literal monster.
How about we bring you home first, and we'll get Silas to meet you there.
He's right
I'm
upstairs.
sure you've had He's preoccupied, as we all should be preoccupied with a
All right.
literal monster, as she said.
Okay.
I'm gonna give her my arm, so she can grab onto it if she wants, and I'll lead her up the stairs.
You see, as she walks forward and walks away from that room, You see she starts to like straighten out a little bit and just, oh, that man, aside from being as awful as he is, really didn't allow me to do the things I can. And she takes one hand, she puts it on her chest, and you see like immediately she just looks more like awake, more like there's more color in her cheek. She was very obviously like malnourished of some kind. She just, oh, it is so much better. Were you aware that there are sigils that can block both divine and arcane magic? Because he was. And you see something that you would recognize, Zelmeth, and actually potentially you as well, Lux. She casts light in the room. And like centers it just, or sorry, dancing lights, and like just has it floating above her. You see she stretches. It's going to be nice to see the sun again. It has been, well, it's been years.
Can I roll an Arcana check for a second? I just want to see if like, is this like a second prison kind of deal to keep something?
Sure.
I mean, I don't feel like I need to roll anything for it. It feels like he was keeping her locked away. I'm just worried we're all
100%. Hey, listen, man, I get it. This isn't
Not
even her
everybody.
final form. Don't worry.
The issue is that she is also part of a secret organization that is involved with pre-revival times, and I don't know what that makes her good or bad.
Well, hope you got Spidey sense.
Oh, it's a natural 20.
Ooh, he does
26
have Spidey
total.
sense.
So, you know, being a bard, the types of magic that you can perform vary. You know, there's magic that some people that you can cast, such as your healing magic, which some people, you know, would say can be a more divine magic at times, depending on where you get your sort of inspiration or your, you know, whatever pact you have or what have you. But with the combination of magic that you're kind of seeing from her here, she seems to be a spellcaster that's versed in both ends of the spectrum. You've only seen
Both divine.
sort of low level magic, definitely divine, but yeah.
Okay. I just have to find a. Give me 1 second, and I look for the book real quick that the girl was talking about.
Okay, yeah. You do see, I'm not even gonna have you roll for it. There is a book that was kind of looks like almost tossed to the side a little bit.
Damn it, girl.
And as you pick it up, she says, "Hold on. Don't read that. Whatever you do, don't read that. I think that was feeding some of the madness that he has."
Okay, I stick it in my bag.
Excellent. Sorry, give me 1 second. And she kind of closes her eyes, focuses for a second.
I feel like I should learn that spell.
You can see her mouth moving, though you can't hear any of the words that come out. Okay. The others are on their way as well.
The others.
Friends of mine.
So not like the other summer wards, like the other. I don't.
No, do you need me to reach out to them?
No. We have a friend going to get them. Actually, she should probably be there already. Honestly, she's very fast.
That's fair. Hey, and you said Silas is right upstairs?
Yep, he's guarding the monster.
Not to be... I don't know if this is a weird question. Does he seem upset?
At Xavier, yeah, for sure. He stabbed him when he shouldn't have stabbed him. And then Xavier almost killed him twice.
He did what?
So he's pretty pissed.
Can you take me to him?
I mean, he's your son. Sure.
Yeah.
And I whisper to Lux, You could still cast those messages, right? Maybe you should send one to him when we get a little closer, so he's not just suddenly startled that his mom arrives.
I will. I'm just gonna look at her and I go, I don't mean to be rude.
Certainly.
And forgive me for the intrusion, but Silas has been through quite a bit. So I would recommend to allow Silas to leave that room where Xavier is, and allow one of us to go into that room. It might split Silas into two different directions, and we can't afford that.
Yes. Also, I think Silas knows he's not fully human. I think he mentioned that to us. I'm not really good with remembering things, but I just thought you should know that was a surprise for him. All right, well, time like the present. Anything important you want in here? Because I'm pretty sure my friends are going to burn it to the ground.
No, I agree. Burn this place.
All right, let me go get Grub. Do what he does best.
If it's okay with you as well, I would like to see Xavier.
How about you talk to Silas first, and then we'll one thing at a time.
Okay. I understand.
All right.
Okay. And she begins following you up the stairs.
As we get closer, I'll let Summit move along forward. If he gets like in eyesight of the room, and then I'll just cast message. Or first,
Yep.
I'll talk to the mother. Just as we're like there on the threshold, can you just wait a moment? Just
Yes.
And I'll cast message to Silas. Silas, can you make your way over here? There's somebody that wants to speak with you.
Got to be more specific, man. It's the whole point of this.
I'll cast message again. It is your mother. Selmith wanted me to mention that to you.
Why are you such a dick?
He was going to know
Get
in
some
3
lock
seconds.
picks, bro. Get some lock picks. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Sorry, this was pretty embarrassing for us. We've been
It's okay.
friends for a long time.
I understand. And you're friends with Silas as well?
Yeah, we go way back, like a few weeks.
Oh.
Of adventuring, though, that's a long time.
Oh.
A few weeks of adventuring, like saving each other's lives, finding out that we both went to the same high school, stuff like that.
Interesting. I missed his high school year.
He got bullied a lot.
Selmith, why don't you go see Xavier for a moment?
Yes, I'll go find Fire Marshal Grub. Grub!
Yeah.
Silas first. We don't want to burn down that. And I'm just talking to myself like, God damn it.
You've got the red, fiery, burning light whenever you're ready.
Burn the house.
Yes, Fire
Alright.
Marshal Grub is officially released.
All right, sweet. I'll do that
Right.
thing where you bounce something off your elbow and catch it.
With the dagger,
And
it's
my
like
light- my dagger goes on fire.
it
as I do that.
stabs into your bicep. Like he goes pointy
Yeah,
end
like,
in.
you drop the handle.
I
pop
hate it
up.
when you do that trick.
That's
As it
creative
hits
though.
him 4 damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how you take the damage. So we'll just quickly roll that.
Yep.
Full 6. Yeah, so blade first.
Oh
into the
my
elbow.
god, that's sinking so deep.
Stuck for a sec. He hyperflexes to pull it out.
Yeah. And I will run off to the basement.
But I give him a first level bonus action healing word.
On the way back.
I couldn't watch it. It was too much. Yeah, you heal for 9.
Nice.
Gross.
Sorry, is Silas coming or?
He should be here in just a second.
Yeah,
Just sort of like-
sometimes he doesn't like to listen to me.
What's that?
It's a new thing he's doing with me.
It just sort of
Silas, go outside.
like edge around the wall away from Xavier, but like fix him with a stare the whole time. But as I walk outside of the building, I'm like leaning against the wall a little bit, just hand there to steady myself. Are y'all like sort of at the top of the stairs, eh? Yeah. As I round the corner and see Mother,
So what you see is a woman who's fairly tall. You can see that she has the signature pointed ears. Although her hair is fairly disheveled, sorry, it is a long blonde with piercing green eyes. And though she does look frail, you can tell that she has most likely been fed correctly. You see her smile in that way that only a mother can smile at their child. And you can see tears well up in her eyes as she looks towards you.
At that exact moment, as soon as I see the smile, Silas sort of just loses his grip on the wall, like loses his legs and just falls to his knees.
As you are about to fall, you see she reaches a hand out. And immediately something catches you under one of your arms. This invisible force to steady you. And like help pick you back up. And she walks towards you.
I don't think you guys need me, so as I'm gonna pass by Silas, I'll like grab onto his shoulder, and I said, "I'll leave you to it then." And I'll go to that wall that I was hiding before, just to keep an eye on Xavier. And
Okay.
yeah.
It's
Hey.
it's you. It's you. You are real.
Yeah. I'm so sorry. Everything that I meant. For things that are outside of my control, but I've missed you. More than you can ever know. I've missed you. And she grabs you and pulls you into a hug.
I will note at this point that she is effectively holding Silas up.
Yeah.
He's incapable of standing on his own right now.
And you're not sure because you can't tell as your face is buried against her. You can't tell if she's holding you up by sheer force of will or by magical means once again. But you are held and supported in a way that you have not experienced before in your life.
Yeah, you see slowly, like, my hands come up as well. And anybody who's watching just sees Silas shaking right now, heaving even.
And you feel her hand gently just caressing the top of your head. And you hear her start to hum this song that you don't know the words to. And you can't quite hear what she's saying, but the tune is oddly familiar from a memory you didn't quite know you had. And it is the most comforting song you've heard, except for maybe that one time you heard Zelmuth play his ballad.
After a moment, I sort of like pull my head back, wipe my nose, try to blink away what are definitely not tears, and I'll fight anybody who says otherwise. Just, you have to tell me, was it him? Was it him that kept you away all this time?
And she kind of looks, and I guess, like, can she, I guess she can see him from the doorway, and she looks, she says, yes. But he's not somebody that we have to worry about anymore. And you see her hand reaches out, and you see this dust start to almost gather from her hand. She shoots her arm out towards Xavier, and with the remaining I'm gonna roll it. I have to roll it. Give me 1 second.
I jump in front. No, I'm just kidding.
You're welcome to if you fucking want.
You
Turns
take
into a skeleton.
80d6
Yeah.
damage.
Having played this game for so long, I think I know what you're casting. Your boy's good.
It's a good chance. Oh God, yeah. You see, and he, because of the way the suggestion spell was given to him, he does not move whatsoever as this like thin green beam strikes him in the chest. You see his eyes like light up, and you see starting from the beginning in the center of his chest, working its way outwards, he starts to turn to dust before eventually the mass of his being and his entirety just drifts slowly to the ground.
Grandpa just turned to dust. I sort of look at where the beam came from. I don't know. I imagine they have some privacy, so the door is closed. But
You see, she's just like staring in that direction where he was.
I poke my head out. Did someone just turn him to dust?
That would have been me, yes.
We had like 7 hours and 38 minutes before he could have moved. We could have gotten tons of information from him. I mean,
I can almost guarantee that whatever you need to know, I already know it. I've been with him for far more years than I'm willing to count, and he did not deserve a second more of the breath he was taking.
okay, yeah, cool, no problem. Just I sort of take her finger and put it down. Just careful where you point that thing, okay?
That was my mom. My mom did that.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty impressive, but it's also fucking terrifying. So we have to take a step back for a second.
It's not something I would ever do to you, Silas, or any of your friends. Yeah, roll it.
Please. No. Yeah, I believe her.
Okay.
I casually believe her, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Oh, you got a natural 1? Yeah, she might kill you though. Like, you don't know. You don't know if she's telling the truth or not. Like, this is.
I hold my last 3rd level suggestion. I'm gonna get you. Good job. I sort of step back into the room, looking at looks like, what the fuck is going on?
Sorry if maybe I shouldn't. Well, he was an awful person, and he deserved worse
He
than
tried
that.
He tried to kidnap me at least twice. It's
Doesn't surprise me.
I
He wanted the
frankly
information.
commend you on your restraint.
Thank you. He would have tried. He did try many things to glean certain information from me.
I'm just gonna lean to Zelmith and just say he could have been tortured. He deserved far worse. He would have gotten it. Very quietly though. Just
You don't really know what turning to dust feels like, so chill.
I would assume it's quite quickly. Anyway, you go.
Good point.
So Rena turns to you, Silas, and says, "Can we go talk inside for a moment?"
Certainly. Here, take my arm.
Thank you. She takes your arm and you walk inside. Grub, how's the burning going?
Just daggers on every surface, like slashing through everything.
That's it.
Like absolute chaos. Like that
He found more books and he's been having a great time.
the like armchair thing he was on, and like
Yeah.
do a full flip and catch my daggers into it and pull it to the ground, shredding everything up. It is absolute inferno in there.
Yeah, when you had first gone down there, anybody else I would say who had first gone down there would have been like, this place is trashed, and you make that look like it was the cleanest place you've ever seen. Now
Yeah,
this
it's the
place
monkey
is
from the
like
Family Guy energy.
exactly. It is absolutely demolished. Charlie, I will say, well, I guess it depends. where would you be running to?
Who's closer? Is it the Summer Wards or the Peacebreakers?
For where you're going, it would technically be the Peacebreakers.
I'll go there first.
Okay. So you go up to the front door, knock. What are you doing?
Where's Lord? Just gasping for air.
Sorry, do you have an appointment or?
Found Xavier. Summer Ward.
Oh. Where?
Get your Lord.
Certainly, yes. Just one moment. Sorry. You see, he goes upstairs, and a moment later, you do see Lord Peacebreaker comes to the door and says, "Oh, you're one of Zelmith's friends, is that right?"
Yeah, we got Xavier.
Xavier Summer Ward.
Yeah, not talking. Just poor town. We
Oh,
need to get Mason first.
certainly. Would you like to have him brought here?
Whatever's faster. And I'm just like bending at the hip, hand on my knees.
Okay. I'll send some people over, I guess, to collect him. I can don't run to the Summer Ward's residence. I'll let him know. You seem honestly worried you might die. So just if you're going to do that, make sure it's off the property, please. I don't want to have to deal with that. And thanks for the info. And he just kind of backs inside and closes the door.
Like, die off property, insurance
You might
issues.
have made a mistake. We'll find out later.
And then what would you like to do, Charlie?
Run back.
Catch your damn breath.
I'm jogging back.
Jogging back? Okay.
Yeah.
With everything that's gone on, and for the sake of the narrative, Brenna does wait for Charlie to arrive and for Grub to stop burning a building down before speaking with the rest of you. And she turns to you, Silas, and she says, Is there anybody else that you're particularly close with that you trust?
There's Grub, Zelmuth, Lux here, and our friend Charlie will be returning shortly.
Okay. And it's about that moment that Charlie does. You hear like the step of a steady jog as Charlie rounds the corner.
Footsteps.
I will say, Charlie and Grub, you do see that Xavier is missing, and there's a really dusty corner.
As we step in, all right, it's lit up. We got a smoke going, and
Where'd he go?
Long story. We'll tell you later.
It's not
Here,
long.
there,
it's pretty
there.
fast.
A little
Did
bit over
he-
there.
did he magic away?
No, I mean yes. She
She?
magicked
done.
him away.
I may
Who?
have destroyed his being or something.
Charlie, Grub,
Yeah.
everyone. This is my mother, Rena Summer Ward.
Oh, your mama, Mama Silas. Oh, that's very good. I'm gonna scuttle over to the dust pile and sift through it.
As you knock a chair over on your way.
Yeah.
No, that came from the downstairs where it's burning. All that
Oh,
stuff.
Yeah, so falling
Yeah,
over.
That's
We're gonna
that's
cut
role
back to
play
the
right
raging
there.
inferno in the basement.
Do I get any like murder vibes from Silas's mom? Like, should
Make
I
an
roll
insight check.
Getting murder vibes from
Hey,
Zelda.
I had to get my yeah.
Silas' mom. I was like,
To 12.
I had to get my violent streak somewhere.
Ooh,
With a 12, I mean, you definitely believe that she murdered this person. You don't feel that she's necessarily trying to murder the lot of you as well. But she's, you know, at the very least, she's capable of murder. So,
Okay, well, your Zelmith, your dad's gonna tell Mason, and they're both coming here.
sorry, what? Say that again?
Your house was closer,
So?
so everybody's coming.
All right. Just
They're coming here.
Yes,
Did you see the smoke on the way in?
it'll be very easy for them to find it.
Find us. I don't know. I think that's a crime, actually, what I just did. So
we'll just say we found it like that.
he did it.
I can say that I
He is
did
Ash.
it.
It makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense.
I mean,
I
we
can
freed
just say
you.
I did it. It's fine.
I mean,
I'm
I won't
pretty
get into
sure
all of it.
the Summer Wards and the Peacebreakers don't give a shit about this district, so they won't care.
Might have been clues down there about what's going on with Xavier. What was, going on with Xavier.
Once again, I'm sure I can answer any questions that you may have. I've been around for a very long time. I've heard his rantings and ravings. I've discovered far more information than I would have liked. Even if I do try to keep tabs on historical events. Either way.
I'm going to
Silas.
cast Identify on that object, that blade, while we're waiting.
Okay.
Ritually cast it.
So she looks at you and she says, "There's some information about me that you may not know."
Would it be that you are part of the Order of Ardea?
Okay. So there's some information that you might already know.
I think
Yes.
that's the two things. You're his mama and you're from the weird thing.
That's
He didn't know you were alive a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, that's your Elvin?
I am. Yes.
that was news.
I'm sorry. What?
And I, sort of lift my hair up, show her the ears.
What happened? Come here. Do you want me to fix
You
that
might-
for you?
I don't. Yeah, I guess so.
Come here. And you see she like kind of walks up to you. She puts her hands on the other side of your ears. And you see she closes her eyes and she concentrates and she focuses. And you feel this like odd almost like cold water running over just that outside part of your ear. And it doesn't hurt, just feels real weird. It's almost like getting a wet willy, but not quite. And after a couple moments, everybody else, you can see that like she starts slowly moving her hands away, and you can see his ears start to grow that familiar elven point. And then she kind of opens her eyes, steps back, and she says, "That's better. I'm sorry for whoever did that to you."
Father insists he had his reasons.
That was Mason's choice?
That's a discussion you'll likely want to have with him.
I will absolutely discuss that with him, yes. There's something else, though, and something that you should know in case anything ever happens to me again. Are you told what my order protects?
The true history is, far as it's been covered up, is my basic understanding.
Yes. Would you all like to hear the story? Or at least as much of it as I know.
I mean, I'm sort of half listening because I'm casting a spell, but yeah, I'm game.
Yes. I mean, I can only assume that this is going to somehow put us in further danger, but we're not opposed to that at this point.
It's important that you know this and that you remember it, Silas. And this is something that we can go over many times. But the reason the people in my order know what we know is because we cannot write down the true history of what happened in the world. Whenever we write it down or record it, it's changed. This is a secret that the gods themselves don't want the mass of people to know. So there's a select few who will always know the truth. And you and your friends, if they're willing to keep that secret,
I mean, that's. I look to Lux. See everything she just said about that, and you got those journals and everything. So, just maybe listen to what she's saying.
so
As you can see, Grub, I don't have any books.
You're on the right path, basically.
as many of you probably know, the world some 1200 years ago was rife with war and monsters and death. It was an awful place by all accounts. That much has always been agreed upon. There were corrupt monarchies, there were powerful mages, arcane users that were creating monstrosities to wreak havoc. And there were many different dark forces and factions that forced people to live in fear. So a group was formed. As far as we've ever known, they went by the name of the Wardens of Alara. And it consisted of many people from around the globe who were working together to bring the right change for people to live in peace, in harmony, and to prosper. Many of them believed that praying to the gods and goddesses for protection, for health, for food, and the means to survival was the right path to follow, but it always fell on deaf ears. No help was given. And so, this group decided to take matters into their own hands. The plan that they had was simple. Well, we say simple, but it was nothing but. They wanted to take the powers of the gods for themselves, but disperse them evenly amongst their group to form a balance. Each member was to take one of the domains for the powers that were there, and then take its exact opposite to ensure that there was always a balance in all things. This would allow all 10 of the members to maintain a balance across Alara that the world itself had never known. The Wardens themselves, they meant no harm to the gods. Their goal was never to destroy them and take their power. The plan was to convince them to leave, to abandon this world as a failed experiment, and leave the beings of the world and the various planes that they governed to sort it out for themselves. What the gods either didn't account for or didn't care about was what would happen to their powers if left behind. The gods were convinced, as the story goes, that the powers would just govern themselves once the previous beings who wielded it left. But, as you can imagine, that was not the case. Because the Wardens predicted that these powers would be able to be taken up by individuals, they took the raw power of the gods, they divided them among their group, and they ensured that the balance to the powers and their counterparts would ensure that the world would never feel one-sided ever again. And so it was. Following that, the past was buried. Any of the facilities that were used to create monsters or machines of war were buried deep under the ground. The righteous people, people who were good and more pure of heart, were given the right push from a divine sense to be in positions of power. Peace fell over the land, and those who were still alive from that previous age had their memories taken. So no one would remember the evil that had taken place previously. Now, because of the goddess that I follow, Ardea, is the goddess of knowledge. As much as the gods wanted to ensure that this was forgotten, her powers would not allow that to be so. So instead, she selected a small group, passed down from generation to generation. This information goes from one to another. You're welcome to record it in any way if you like, but know that it will change the next time you go to look at it. The writing will become blank, or it will stop making sense. This is something that lives in memory only, because as much as the gods and goddesses are willing to interfere, there are certain things that they agreed after they wiped the minds of so many individuals that they would never do again. And they will not take away knowledge or free will in that way.
So there was a divine conspiracy to hide the truth of the world, and the Order of Ardea exists to bring that to light.
Our goal isn't to necessarily bring it to light. Our goal is to make sure that the knowledge survives.
Keeper of the lore.
My chief concern with that is that stories are like a living thing. How do you know what you've been told is the same as what the person before you was told and the person before that?
The way that we work against that is we have several members of our order who all know the same story, but there are generation gaps. There's a staggering of ages across many different people who are of many different races, to ensure that there will always be somebody to relay the story that knew it from the last members of the order.
To keep it alive, but set in stone, so to speak.
Yes.
Mr. Sunwood, I have a question.
Yes.
So past is the past, and these new gods took up. What would you say if, like, the old stuff started popping up all of a sudden? Like, I don't know, giant golems and, ancient tombs and a bunch of stuff before the old snapperoonie.
I'm not certain. What I do know, and based off of what I had heard being spoken of in my time with Xavier, is that there seemed to be, I don't know, maybe some kind of schism or something taking place with those who hold their individual powers. From
That
what
sounds bad.
it does. I don't know if you're aware, but Xavier was following either the voice or the nudgings of Relnir, who's the god of darkness, shadow, and the Underdark.
But also hypothetically of light, right? Because they have the opposites.
Yes. In theory, yes. I think that the powers, I don't want to say that they can act on their own accord sometimes, but from what I've seen, there is some back and forth that can happen at times. I
Bit of
think that
personality.
Relnir is upset because there are no existing paths to the Underdark that exist. One thing I do want to flag for each one of you is, as far as any of you have ever learned or been told, Relnir is the god of darkness, shadow, and the deep.
Mhm.
The word Underdark would be completely foreign to you.
Sorry, under who?
So it's a sort of world beneath this. It's all subterranean, but there are, at least as
Like a
far as
cave.
this, much larger, with its own ecosystem, its own races, its own creatures. It's like a whole other world that exists
Ooh, hold on.
below this one. I think he's been trying to, because it's its domain, but it's been closed off from everything else. I think he's been trying to open those pathways once again.
I mean, it doesn't sound very balanced if there's lots of light and no dark, I suppose.
I think that might have been something that was unexpected. As far as we know, the Wardens wanted peace and love and very positive things. And although there are some evil people in the world, I don't think the balance was quite struck.
What would a path to the Underdark being opened up mean for us, for the world we know?
It would be a merging of two worlds that haven't come into contact with each other for over a millennium.
Lots of monsters in the Underdark.
That was my question. Yeah.
As far as I know, that does have its own types of monsters, yes.
Thanks for saying that. All right, girl, calm down. Deep breaths.
Probably big ones, I bet. Yeah.
I haven't been touched in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Could be. There are certain people that are from the Underdark. Like, there are also, like, kingdoms and you know, their own countries, and there are areas that do exist down there.
Unless the monsters got them all. Yeah.
I suppose that's possible, but, you know, just as a group like you know, can fell monsters for money, I'm sure that there were similar individuals in their places under the world.
You hear that, girl? Competition.
Yeah, I doubt it. You know, like we're you know, that's why we're called the champs. Not everybody's called the champs. So
We call ourselves the Punch Drunk Champions.
I play a little solo on the lute.
I just take a shot of grog.
It happens every time somebody says Punch Drunk Champions.
I have a quick question.
Yes.
Would other gods other than Relnir want to open this underpassage?
He's the only one that, like, that's Relnir's domain, so I don't know that anybody else necessarily is working with him. There is Kenos, the god of chaos, perhaps. Can't think. Maybe Voraris? But that's the opposite to Ardea of my order. She would be the goddess of secrets and whispers.
Makes sense.
We talked to the god of whispers, I think. Or
I'm sorry, what?
in the nap, there was a nap circle, and
Yeah, there was a quiet circle that we were in, and Charlie could hear.
They were talking about Polaris. It wasn't him or her.
oh,
Yeah, we heard them speak to each other very quickly. Polaris had mentioned the old world is being pushed to the surface. And Ardea, what I think is Ardea would have said, sorry, they said Ardea will not be happy. That's all we have gathered so far.
That does make sense. Ardea only, again, wants She wants the knowledge to be known, but not by everyone. If those paths were to open and potentially knowledge was shared between, the people of the Underdark and the people here, potentially more information could get out that their intent is not to share with everybody. I'm not sure.
No one mentioned this around my father, please. Definitely don't bring it up, and even a little bit, even a trace of it, because he
Definitely
is
heard,
unbelievably
yeah.
interested in this.
Oh,
He already knows. Remember the journal? As I look
I
at
mean,
Luck.
he doesn't know this story, as far
Right.
as we know.
Luckily,
As far as we know, why would we give him an opportunity to just know? I would
Well,
shut
it
your mouth
can't.
up about the revival stuff. That's
It
all.
can't be written down accurately anyway. So
True.
I do have a question.
Yes.
Can you communicate with Ardea
Sometimes.
or anyone in your order?
Yes. We all have the ability to, ask for certain types of guidance. We're able to commune with her at times. Working with gods and goddesses can be difficult. I'm not sure if any of you are particularly religious, but you don't get to have a face-to-face conversation with gods or goddesses. You are generally nudged in certain directions. So,
That's good to know.
a lot to digest.
yeah, and it's got a nice smoky smell. But I'm wondering if maybe we shouldn't be here. It
we
just
can.
seems.
I mean, we were here to guard. He's
Yeah,
dust now, so we should
I'm
probably
done
just
with
walk
that.
now.
I put a bunch of
Everybody's
his
still
ashes.
coming here, though. We should wait, especially if Mason's on the way.
I mean, we could just walk towards that direction, probably just pass them as they're coming towards us.
Well, Zelma, you just said don't tell your dad about this, and Charlie told your dad about it, so don't want to see him.
Well,
Yeah.
just about Xavier, I was mostly talking about how, like, wardens took god powers, balance, underdark, all that stuff.
Like that, don't tell him about any of that.
Just pretend like you don't even know it exists when you're around him.
And then we just point to the pile of ash and say, "There he is."
I mean, we
Leave
just
us?
we just tell the truth. Like,
I can say what I did to him. I'm more than comfortable with explaining that.
Okay.
I mean, no one lied. It's just there was an unexpected disintegration that we weren't anticipating.
Yeah. So yep, that's fine. I'm just gonna, if you don't mind, I just reach in my bag and start slathering on the beard, and, with the
You
raging
still have
fire
the
and everything.
ring grub. Damn it!
I don't want to look, like me with the fire and everything.
Just-
So
His name is going to be Dwarf from now
Yeah.
on, and honestly, it's
yeah.
so much easier if you don't question it. Just
Okay.
let it go. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I do have another question.
Yes.
Hypothetically speaking, if the gods were combining, we're going to try to manipulate something in this side of the plane.
Mhm.
What would that look like?
What do you mean? Like if they were trying to like open up the pathways, you mean, to the Underdark, or?
Since we're being honest, I have been speaking with Emus, at least a little bit. As you said, we shouldn't be even seeing eye to eye, so I'm not 100% sure if it's him. But he did mention that there seems to be two sides. I don't know what that meant. And he said he hasn't chosen a side yet, and that we were in a very dangerous path. And I don't know what that leads us here in this group and which side we should be taking.
honestly can't say that I know enough to really say. As you can, well, I'm not sure if you saw, but the sigils that were there, they kept me from using any and all of my power. There's a lot of information I need to probably get caught up on. But I don't know. I don't know what some of them may be planning. I don't know who's on what side. I hope when the rest of my order does arrive, because they are on their way, I can kind of fill in on some missing information.
Are they also on their way here to this exact building?
No, they're gonna meet me at the home that we have.
Are we all going there, or like,
And
what's our dinner plans?
Well, that's a good point, actually, Grub. We should feed you, shouldn't we, Mother?
I would like that, yes.
If you need a drink, I've got some good stuff.
Slap.
Let's,
No. She needs something in her stomach first, Grub.
I can if
Dwarf,
I get
I'm sorry.
thirsty, I can make food. I'm fine, thank you.
Well, I also stole these wine bottles. Take them out. If you, yeah. Anyway, it's an option. Anyway, is all I'm saying.
Oh, thank you. I think for now I'd just like to go home.
Oh, is your home Silas's home?
Yeah.
There has been some
Renovations.
redecorating
Yeah.
done. Likely Xavier's doing.
The house got attacked by
Yes.
a giant plant monster.
Ah,
Yeah, nearly killed all of us.
Speaking of which, I'm just gonna hold up the dagger and see if we can see which way the wisps are pointing right now. Is it still under the city?
it doesn't seem to be. No. There are no wisps. I would
Not supposed to
say
do that. That is quite concerning to me.
Or he's gone because of Xavier.
Oh, you think it was
Or-
his?
I mean,
Or
whose
it
else
was him.
would it be?
Well, there was those cultists in the robes. This could have gone all the way to the top. I don't know.
He's the top, I think.
Only was.
well, I don't think he was the only one. I don't know if there's anybody necessarily above him, but I think there are more people trying to accomplish some of the things he was doing. He certainly
Like a
wasn't
council of
alone.
baddies.
Okay.
That's something
I
we
mean,
can
we
look
could-
into.
We could just wait for everyone to get here and then
It
say
shouldn't be
hello.
much longer.
And then we'll go to your house, if that's okay, Mrs. Soho.
I think I would just like to go there now.
I mean, we're going to miss everyone, but I mean, you've been trapped in a prison for years, so I really feel like we should be letting you relax. Okay, we'll figure it out.
Can everybody just gather around for just a quick second?
Just 1 second. I grab one of the empty alchemist jars and I scoop Xavier into it.
I've also put him into a bunch of my vials.
How many?
3, I think.
Okay.
Probably. I don't want to
Put
waste too
in
many.
3
but-
Xavier dust vials.
I will take the rest of Xavier and put him in a jar.
Okay.
Oh my god, we have more for later after he makes Xavier potions.
I was just gonna give this to Mason.
Just-
It is his dad.
Oh, like a new
Right,
heirloom.
right,
Look at these
right,
vials
right,
full
right,
of grandpa
right.
dust.
Sort of forgot that he was a human being, even though he was awful.
Just everybody just kind of I think you're all I'm just gonna grab a little bit of each of you. Does anybody get motion sickness?
Yeah,
What's
pretty
emotion
often
sickness?
actually. Oh,
Yeah. What's that?
And as you're all teleported away, and arriving at the front gate of the Summer Ward Estate, I think that's where we're gonna go ahead and end it for tonight.
Sweet, sweet, sweet.
Sweet fight.
Cool.
Lots of lore dumps.
Grandpa
Have
Dusty.
have
Grandpa
Grandpa's little
Dusty.
black book.
I used deflect missiles on Zelmith Puke.
Died twice.
Hey, checked off all our boxes for tonight.
Nice.
Oh god.
Excellent.
And,
Awesome.
That was
one
good.
NPC got
That's fun.
disintegrated by another NPC. All the boxes are checked.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that order of events to happen, but that's how it had to get played out. So,
Works for me.
hell yeah.
But she seems powerful. I hope she doesn't kill us while we're down here. I was like, oh no, it's not us she's worried about. Okay.
Nah, you're
No, she's
probably
powerful.
fine.
I honestly thought that she was the monster that she kept talking about. Like
Yeah.
she, and I was like, we're gonna fucking die down
There's just
here. No
something
one's
about
gonna
someone
help us."
stretching when they get out of a cell. It sounds
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh no.
Like even me,
Yeah.
I was like the roll of the shoulders and the neck. I'm like, oh, we're in trouble. Oh no.
Yeah, I was like,
Zelmith gets a hug and gets killed.
yeah.
You should have
Just
cleaned
crumbles
the
to dust
clothes.
immediately.
All right. Well,
Hates the smell of blood.
just want to say thanks again, everybody, for coming out for tonight. We're the casual ones. We stream on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. So if you want to catch our casual morning show, that's going to be taking place on Saturday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Next week, we'll be back with our Snowcatch Valley Fall of 99. Wrong fucking season. Next Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. if you want to see some more small town monster mystery type role playing. And then we'll be back next week here for the Punch Drunk Champions at Thursday, 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. We'll say thanks to everybody for coming out. Have yourselves a fantastic evening. And we'll talk to you again soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
See
I
you
have a mom
later.
now.
You always had one, but